What's up? Grand Rising. Good afternoon. How are you? I'm feeling good. Thank God. I got another day. I hope you have a smile on your face. And if not, I'm here to bring one to you. Okay? So, this reading, hold on, I'm just getting that crown open. This reading is going to be about the week ahead. Sorry, clearly I'm clicking in and tapping into the energy. So it's going to be about the week ahead and what we have to look forward to or be aware of for this week ahead, as well as anything else that Spirit wants to bring to our attention. You know, it's all for our highest, best good. Okay, so even when it sounds a little crazy, I'm telling you for your awareness. If you want to book a personal reading, however, because this is a collective reading, remember, if it don't apply, let it fly. If you want a personal reading, you can book that in my bio or click the book button on my Instagram. So be sure that, you take whatever information you need to and use it for your benefits, for the highest, greatest good. Okay? So let's just get into what Spirit wants us to know as a collective as we move forward in this week. Today is 12/11, so tomorrow's 12/12, and it's definitely giving some energy of healing as well as closing out cycles. This could be through healing. So Spirit is asking you to remember your divinity and stay connected. So even when you're going through this stuff, remember you are a spirit and a body having a human experience. Okay? Calling upon the uplifted ancestors, angels, guides of everyone watching this video and everyone who will watch this video. Thank you for the answers you need to know for their highest best self, as well as protection from unwanted circumstances, negative energies, entities seen and unseen. Already our spirit guides are showing us that they've been sending signs and synchronicities. I also feel like dreams and dream interpretation will be very active. You may be having a lot of dreams or getting a lot of messages from your dreams. So make sure when you wake up that you write those dreams down before you forget. And then also we have new beginnings. And I think I'll be doing like coffee readings too when I make my coffee, because I Reiki infuse my coffee. You know, I am a Reiki practitioner. So the reading that I got today in my coffee was actually that there's a new energy coming through. So there's a lot of new beginnings that are being experienced throughout the collective. So Spirit also encourages you to give back if you can. It is a giving season. So if you know it will not hurt you to help others, make sure you do so, because that is what being supportive in a community is all about, is giving to each other, learning reciprocity. So what do we need to know in regards to this week ahead, Spirit? What do we need to know? They're bringing up father connection. So you may want to call your dad, or if you have a passed over father, this is just a message that they're saying hello to you. And Spirit's also asking you to stay in this present moment. You can only alchemize in the present. While it's good to look at the past with introspection, we have to stay present and also not look towards the future to produce anxiety, right? Only in the present can you alchemize. So Spirit, can I get a card? We're also having mother energy coming up too. So our parental figures will be the highlight of this week as well. Oh, thought that one to come out. What do we need to know as a collective for this week as we move forward? Oh, Okay. We have choices. I love this card. You know why? Because I always hear this was like the best thing relayed to me. I didn't make this up, obviously. But if you have breath, you have a choice. And as long as you have a choice, you have the ability to open, close whatever door you choose to walk through. So it's giving the energy of endings and beginnings. That's also why I said 12-12, starting off this week, right? That's like starting off with ending a situation. However, we know that energy don't die. So when there's an ending in your life, something new begins, and that's where we're coming into. You could also be starting new patterns for your ancestry, or starting new legacies, or starting a new way of thinking that is going to actually influence the family, again, parents as well, but the genetic connections. This could even be soul family, they're saying right now, around you. Okay. Oh, let me read this card too. So the choices card says, when you accept responsibility for your life and the choices you make, you begin to tap into the power of your own spirit. You'll be able to listen to and appreciate the intuitive wisdom that's inside you and apply it positively and constructively to your outside world. And that's why I was saying we use this information to ascend, okay? And constructively. Okay, I'm glad it's resonating, okay? Also too, with this choices card, you could be reflecting on a choice that you need to make, but Spirit is saying the choice is there within your heart. So if you don't feel inspired to do something, don't just do it because of things that you're hearing. Use your higher wisdom. We just had a full moon in Gemini, which connects us to a lot of intellectual and open-mindedness, especially with that Sagittarius season. We're still in Sag season. It's higher learning, so we're looking at things with a higher perspective. Spirit, can you just clarify this choices card for me? Yeah, so there's some kind of choice or decision to be made, and Spirit is saying do it with your heart. Even if it makes you feel like you're being vulnerable, do it anyway. You know, you got to live with heart, and that's living with passion and determination. Spirit, can you clarify this choices card? Okay. So whatever choice you decide to make in regards to this week ahead, Spirit is saying stand on it. Okay? And when you stand on something, this is knowing that you are making a grounded decision, that this is not coming from your overcapacitated mind to overthink and be like, I gotta do it like that because everyone told me. You don't. You have to be grounded and stable in order to grow and to reap that fruit. And also, the acorn has to do with wisdom again. So this is using your wisdom to make a grounded decision as well. Do not just do things impulsively. And then we also have a mother's love at the bottom of the deck. So again, we could be making decisions regarding our parents, or making decisions regarding, I'm hearing unconditional love as well. And then a mother's love card also says, a mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you about this special bond that can never be broken. And it's funny because I kept seeing the past few days, like people being like, nobody gives unconditional love except for their, to their children, which is true. The mother's love is supposed to be endless. However, if you are ever in a space between a rock and a hard place, do the decision that is going to satisfy your heart, which is your desires. Your heart and your sacral are both sacred fires. Do what makes you feel fulfilled. And then we're also seeing our relationships come up to the forefront. So you may be making a decision regarding a relationship or connection. This does not only have to be romantic, okay? There's all kinds of connections that we can have. But it's definitely something you've been seeking or desiring that is coming to the forefront. Spirit, can I just get one more card of what the collective needs to be aware of in this moment? Make sure you take time to breathe. I see a lot of anxiety coming up, especially with this blue card that's sticking in your head, and or also in the throat chakra. So it's a higher chakra. But usually when we get to the higher chakra, people be scared. They be scared because they're anxious. But you have to know that when you're moving and ascending, you're not moving here with time. You're moving with divine time, which is Spirit's timeline of the way events should be orchestrated in your life. So release whatever anxiety you have through grounding yourself right now, especially with this 2 coming out. You better ground yourself before you actually make a decision. Don't be impulsive, okay? Can we get one more card in regards? Look, ground yourself. Do I ever lie? I don't lie, bro. Sorry, let me calm down. Anyway, look, inspire passion. I don't lie. Okay, can we get one more card in regards to what the collective needs to know for this week ahead? Okay, I got to pick it up. I'm sorry. Okay, look. You are not alone. Like I said, you could be having passed over fathers or mothers visit you. Just know when you feel those signs, or you know how like you feel like a fluttering in your heart or your stomach when it reminds you of someone that passed over, that's them. And they giving you a little spiritual hug. They tugging on your little heartstrings right there because they want to remind you you're not alone. Even in the times when you're making these difficult decisions or when you feel like you are not grounded. Thank you. I'm always right. Thank you. I'm not always right, but I speak truth. Okay? This "you are not alone" card says here, we are here for you. We never left. Throughout all the sadness and loneliness, however, you cannot sense us or feel how much love we are sending you. This is your spiritual passed over loved ones as well as your spirit team. We are your family, friends, and guides. You are never walking alone. We walk right beside you. And that's why I was saying, you are definitely getting spiritual support. Even if you feel like you are being flooded with all these choices, sometimes it takes us to ground ourselves so that way we can reconnect with our spirit team and our heart. Because the green card is also our heart chakra. That's reconnecting back to love. Because when you do things out of love, you're not doing it from anxiety. And there is an emotional factor that is encompassed by love, but it's not rage, you know? Oh, look at the bottom. Inspire passion. So I feel like our heart chakras are getting lit up this week, and our hearts are asking us, so what we gonna do? What decision? Are we going this way or that way? So make sure you ground yourself before you make a decision, and also check in with your spirit team. You know, be like, yo, y'all need to send me a sign because right now I'm confused. I got this option. I got this option, and I want to go this direction. So ask for their guidance. Wow. Support on the other side. We love to see it. Okay. So let's also see what our energy will be like with the animal oracle. We're going to see, oh, you got a crush at the, oh, I'm getting blushes. He be making you feel like, oh my God. Yeah, so that's part of the relationships that we'll be analyzing. Obviously, if you want to make a move on someone, even if it wasn't just romantically, if you want to make a move on someone in regards to their business or collaborating with them as well. But let's just see what our energy will be. I'm using this animal oracle to tap in. What will the energy of the collective be for this week ahead? Let's see. Oh. Clearly the energy is going to be all over the place. So that's why you need to ground yourself. What will the energy be? Oh. Wow. We got 3 cards. We got 3. I thought we just had 2. Oh. So we have nurture connections. Like I said, if you feel like it's something that is inspiring you and lighting a fire not only under and in your ass, and lighting a fire in your heart, nurture it. Nurture those connections. Everyone needs support. Everyone needs a wolf pack. So if it's giving wolf pack, wolf gang, whatever, nurture that. And the only way to nurture that is to allow, again, your heart to guide you, your intuition. There's a lot of purple in this card. So that way you have a sense of not only like a sense of connectedness, like we have the same perspective and we have the same passions, but making sure that you're still in those higher chakras with this purple here. So this is, again, nurturing, connect. Look, working together at the bottom. Someone wants to do a collab for sure. I'm here for it. We need to stick together. And then we also have here, slide into joy. These are river otters. So not only will the energy be all over the place, but it's going to be like that. You know how you be like on a roller coaster? I feel like we're going to, even though we're closing out these connections, that's probably why the energy is up and down. If you look, the energy is not stable, but it's still happy. So it's learning to find happiness despite when things are unstable. That's grounding yourself in your happiness. I feel like we're going to be doing a lot of things for our inner child still. You could be seeing bubbles, blowing bubbles. You could want to go to the beach, fishing. Or being extra playful with people that you're trying to connect with, which is fun, right? And then also here we have, you are worthy. So, sorry, I gotta lick my lips. We have, you are worthy. So Spirit is reminding us that not only are we worthy of what we desire, but reminding us of who we are. If you see, that's a little cat, but you're giving big cat energy. So remember to stand your ground and what you are worthy of. Don't allow people to, tell you you need to do this when you know you worth this. That's also, look, these are all like higher chakra cards with all this purple energy coming through. This is stepping in alignment with our higher selves wisdom and allowing ourselves to move with that energy rather than letting the energy move us. Because if you let the energy move you, you're going to be chasing happiness instead of flowing with it. So make sure you're flowing with the circumstances and the choices that you make too. Because once you make that choice, you can't go back from it, right? And then behind this working together card, we have stand up for yourself. So I'm getting like two different energies coming through, to be honest. One is like someone analyzing what they're going to do. They could be analyzing what they're going to do in regards to their family and just like making life decisions. But you may also have to stand up to people that are surrounding you, to people that you wanted to actually collaborate with. What's a good way to get grounded during this? Okay, so for me, the easiest way to get grounded is to go outside. I feel like a change of scenery is always something that can instantly change the way we're perceiving the world. You know how you just be like so glamorized by the amount of beauty when you go outside? Well, guess what? Even if it's winter where you are, winter still holds its own beauty. And winter is literally stillness, meditation. You can go for a short walk if it's cold. You can go to a park. You can also write if you don't want to go outside or you can't go outside. Some of us aren't able to. You can also listen to music to ground yourself. Grounding is not something where you just sit and you be like, I'm gonna meditate. Meditation is really good when we do that, right? But there's other forms of meditation, and some people, their form of meditation is listening to music. It's taking a conscious moment to ground your energy instead of allowing your energy to, again, dictate the way you move. Because a lot of grounding has to do with controlling anxiety, which stems from our emotions. And then when you're grounding, you're just really just tapping into what you want. So you just sit there and be like, I don't know what I want. Take a moment and stop. Stop always running to do stuff. Take a moment. There is no rush when you're making a decision. Yeah. Because if you're trying to manifest something in your life, you wouldn't just want to manifest some bullshit, right? So ground yourself. Ground your energy before you make that collaboration, before you make that life-changing decision, before you allow anyone else to influence the direction your life is going in. Because ultimately, it's your life, right? So you have to say, is this in alignment for what my heart desires? And that's ever changing, right? But you get to make that decision and choice. Nobody else. That comes from within. And that also comes from our spirit guides. So that's also why you need to ground yourself, is to tap in and connect with them. Because I feel like a lot of the times, I like to call it the rat race. We get lost in the rat race and we're like, I got to do this. If I don't do this, then this is going to happen. But that's anxiety. How do you know that's going to happen? You don't know. And only in the present moment can you alchemize. So that's what I'm actually about to ask. How we can alchemize this energy. So they're saying use your creative powers. This could literally be like using your hands to create something as well. Like I'm hearing people tapping into their creativity to open doors to opportunity so they have a chance and choice in life. Yeah, let's just see. How can the collective alchemize the energy we will be facing this coming week? Ooh, divine awakening. I'm sorry, I be getting extra. The divine awakening, again, goes back to operating from our higher self, from that divine wisdom, so we can have not only our human experience, but spiritual transformation. How can the collective alchemize this energy as we move forward in this week? Whoa, that's a lot. Let's see what came out. Okay, just like I said, spiritual transformation. And that number is 33. So it's again the number of healing. So we can alchemize through healing and understand it's not personal, it's spiritual. I want y'all to always know that it comes from the spiritual side to the 3D side first. So if it ever seems like, oh my gosh, this is a personal attack, and not to say that people don't personally attack you, because they probably do. Understand that there's a spiritual underlining or spiritual value that is bringing to you. Like, oh my God, that person is unhealed. They got shit that they got to, get through. Or, oh my God, this challenge was actually to elevate me. I also feel like people could be experiencing burnout, which is also why you need to ground yourself and meditate. If your body is saying slow down, because that is like, I keep hearing slow down while I'm doing this reading. Then we also have energy healing. If you can, get a Reiki session with me. That's a great way to ground yourself. It's an energetic upgrade, and you literally have to do nothing but be open to receiving. But with this energy healing, this is taking the time to, look at your spiritual body and not just the physical. So that way you can still stay in that flow of abundance. Like I said, life flows. But if you are allowing yourself to become energetically stagnant, because it was reversed, you ain't going to be in this flow. Okay? And then we have air signs coming up. This is also, again, the intellect and wisdom. A lot of air signs are highly intelligent. But they're also signs that have to do with change. Like, I feel like every air sign, if I'm correct, is like right before the seasons change. So if you are in the season of changing in your life, move like the air. Don't resist it. Flow with those changes, because that's what's going to lead you to that awakening, just like I said. And there's a lot of fertility, satisfaction. You could be making a decision if you want to get that fertility popping. So you may want to have a baby, or the way that you perceive things to satisfy you may also be changing. So that's why you have to make a choice, like, does this even satisfy me anymore? Does that even bring me fulfillment? And then we also have Anubis, guided and protected. So just know, again, even if you're in the season of challenges and all of the spiritual change and divine awakening, that you are guided and you are protected. You're in the flow of abundance as long as you are consistently healing your energy. Yes. I feel like one of the issues is a lot of people don't realize that air and water are connected. So it's not that you flow and you just allow life to take over. You flow with those changes and say, how can I alchemize this energy in a creative way? Like how they say making lemonade with those lemons. How can I actually bring some kind of sweetness through it? Because lemonade ain't supposed to be nasty. But if you just see a whole bunch of lemons, you'll be like, what the fuck am I going to do with this? I'm just saying. Whoop! And then we have a victory coming through. So, I don't know. Y'all out here winning with these choices as you step into alignment with what your higher self and your heart's desires, the fires, and that sacral energy too, because it's giving very much, I'm fertile and abundant, okay? And knowing that you are fertile and abundant as long as you have a choice too. Nothing can ever stop someone that always has a choice. Ain't no doors forever closed around here. So what angels will also be assisting us as we move forward? So we have a leap of faith, which is also like the energy of like being the fool, starting over again, starting something new, a new beginning, just like I said. And then we have Archangel Michael coming through with that divine protection. And I'm getting chills because we know we need some protection over the collective right now. God, help us. And then we have our spirit guides coming through again. Make sure you call upon your spirit guides, not just the angels. Your guides are there to assist you in this change and transformation, like I said. So, what angels are assisting us through this week? What? Don't play with me. We have new beginnings. We have new beginnings here. I love this. So, like I said, the old doors may be closing. You may have had to do a lot of shadow work too in order for these doors to close, but they're done. And I definitely see some kind of justice or divine harmony or balance being instated. This could also be the justice system. It's definitely giving Libra, to be honest, with the scales there. But it says, thank you, angels, for bringing balance into my life. And, you know, for us as humans, the only way to balance ourselves is by grounding ourselves, because life be moving, people. But this new beginnings card also says, thank you, angels, for opening up the doors to change. Do you see all these signs that they're sending you? That change is here. You've done the work. I feel like there is a lot of work in regards to the root and solar plexus. This could be our stability, again, our grounding, as well as our boundaries and confidence. So that way we can step into this ascended realm, this realm of consciousness where we step into our, what people say, like our God body, which is always connected to spirit, which is always having options and choices because they have that higher perspective. Spirit, can you just show me or clarify this new beginnings card? Yeah, I feel like boundaries in regards to self-acceptance have been reinstated as well. I just heard it's a new bitch. Okay? So, whoop. Look, live your joy. That is amazing, because you know what? We also have slide into joy. So even though it may seem on the outside that things are shifting, if you see, there's a lot of shifty energy surrounding her. However, the energy of purple is the energy of transmuting energy. So this is knowing you have the ability to transmute the energy to always be something to be relieved or proud about. Thank you, angels, for supporting me as I follow my joy. This is knowing that as long as you are following your heart's desires, because this is in the heart area, your heart's desires, that you are supported as well. You see that? They're making some noise for the collective. I love this. And then at the bottom, we have connect with music. That's why I was like, you know, music is healing. Don't sleep on the ability of music to ground you. A lot of people use music to pass time and they don't actually realize why. It's because it's soothing. It brings a sense of comfort to ground you. Comfort comes from security, which is in your root chakra. So if you feel a little shaky, get a little quaky, turn it up, twerk it up, whatever your music preference is, because not everyone be doing that, but I do. And then at the back we have don't hate, meditate. So also too, if someone is, you know, in your ear saying you need to make this choice and you need to do that, we're not gonna fixate on how others are projecting their energy onto us. We're going to connect to our spirit guides, to our higher heart chakra, to our divinity. You see that? You divine, baby. To our divinity within, rather than allowing that to dictate how we move. So we also have on the bottom of this card, thank you, angels, for guiding me to love through meditation. So I definitely feel like it's imperative that people meet with their spirit guides in meditation. If you can't do it every day, you need to at least do it once this week. I guarantee you it's going to change the way you perceive the circumstances you are facing, and it's also going to change your energy, you know? Look at that balance. Someone's getting some kind of harmony, some kind of justification, or obviously balance in their lives. So make sure you're balancing yourself through those methods. I don't really feel like we need to know anything else, but if you want to know anything else, you can always book your private session with me so we can go in deeper to the different things that you personally need to know for your highest best self. So I hope that was helpful. Thank you, everyone, and have an amazing, blessed, fruitful, harmonizing week. Peace.